Hi, everybody. Well, I got a question for you. I watched Disney's earnings call yesterday, and some very glaring things reached out to me. And that if you're in North America and you're looking at the Disney parks, right now, Disney doesn't care about you. So what do I mean by that? Well, a little while back, in an attempt by Disney to raise their share prices from the falling catastrophe that it is now, it's gone down 50% from what it was 2 years ago. The share prices are 50% of what they were 2 years ago. And 2 years ago was 2021, coming out of the pandemic. You think would have been skyrocketing, right? But it's not. So they announced that they're going to spend $60 billion in the parks. Now, if you're fans of Walt Disney World and Disneyland, you get all excited and you said, hey, great. Well, sorry, that's not $60 billion for North America. No. So let me tell you the projects they have coming at the end of this year and all of 2024. And you tell me where the money is going. So if you're wondering what they're building, in Walt Disney World, they're making Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which is basically a reskin of Splash Mountain. They're not doing anything. They didn't tear it down. They didn't build a new ride. They're just putting different things on it. So they're just remaking it into a different thing instead of having the classic zippity-doo-dah song. You're going to have a Tiana's Bayou Adventure with a new song from that movie. That's what's coming to Walt Disney World. But don't worry, they also brought out Moana's Journey of Water, which is this basically outdoor splash zone for kids. I guess you can play with some water. It's not a ride, you walk through it area. And that's what they're bringing to there. In Disneyland Resort, they're bringing the Adventureland Treehouse. In other words, the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, they're rebranding it and making it an Adventureland Treehouse. And a new Mickey's Toontown, which is an outdoor play area for the kids as well. Now, the only other things that they're announcing for North America is they're bringing out new hotels and new DVC properties. They're adding on to Grand Floridian, they're adding on to Polynesian Resort, they're adding on to the Disneyland Hotel, they're making new DVC properties to sell you timeshares, basically. I've used them myself. I've rented the points and I use that stuff. I find it great to be able to do that because you save money on the hotels. But then that's it, folks. Other than some fireworks shows and maybe a new parade, that's what's coming to North America. You want to know what's coming to other parks across the world out of that $60 billion? Well, let's go to Shanghai Disneyland. They're getting Zootopia Land. That's right. Remember when they mentioned some stuff going into Animal Kingdom and Zootopia Land was one of the things they thought about in that pie in the sky system that they keep bringing out every year? Well, it's actually going in over at Shanghai Disneyland. So yeah, China's getting that. They also have a new themed hotel there as well in China. Okay. Disneyland Paris, they're getting Adventures Campus, which you have in Disneyland, but you don't have at Walt Disney World. So again, a big attraction. Plus, they're getting a Frozen themed land, plus a Disneyland hotel. So they're getting a whole new land, Adventure Campus, and a new hotel. Hong Kong Disneyland, they're getting the World of Frozen, a whole new Frozen area based on the movie there. And Momentous, which is a new fireworks show going there. Tokyo Disney is getting Fantasy Springs, which will include things like the Frozen Kingdom, Rapunzel's Forest, and Peter Pan's Never Never Land in Family. So again, a whole new area in Tokyo Disney. Plus they're revamping and bringing a whole new Space Mountain. They're making an all new ride there. They're not bringing the ones from Orlando, they're bringing it and revamping it. So it's probably going to be about 8 times better than the one we have currently, that the lights are on half the time and they're this kind of thing. It's getting old now and it needs a real revamp. Last time I was on it, literally I could see the track everywhere I went. So much for flying in space. And I was just there this year, not too long ago. So yeah, all these new lands and new adventures and everything, it's all going to foreign parks. Nothing is going into Orlando and Disneyland. And here's the thing. Here's the big thing that kind of sticks in my craw. In the earnings call, they show and they broke down where the money's coming from in the parks. And guess what? 80% of the money coming from parks comes from Orlando. That's right. And California. 80% of the entire park's income. So Disney Paris, Disney Hong Kong, Disney Tokyo, Disney Shanghai, all these parks only equip to 20% of the income that the North American parks bring in. And in North American parks, the attendance is starting to drop. They're still making money there because they've raised the prices all so high, but the attendance is starting to drop. And now Epic Studio in Universal is a whole new theme park, an entire new park, making them have 3 parks, is getting ready to open in 2025. And Disney has no answer. Now I think in their mind they're thinking we're going to be sneaky and we're going to announce a big thing right when Universal starts advertising Epic Studio. They can announce it all they want. The trouble is, it's going to take them 6-7 years to build it. And Universal Studios will be open then with Epic Studios. And it will take a ton of people away from the Disney parks. They're money-making parks. The things that are the backbone right now of Disney. Because Disney Plus is losing billions of dollars a year still. They say they're going to be profitable by the end of 4th quarter next year. Yet, in their own earnings call, they said, yeah, well, the 1st quarter, we're expecting to drop from what we announced this month. We're actually going to lose subscribers. We're going to lose money. Yep, don't worry. We're planning to recover that by next year and make it profitable. Good luck with that, Disney. Good luck with that. But also, their movies are coming out with bomb after bomb after bomb. Their biggest movie of the year this year was Avatar, The Way of the Water, and it wasn't really made by Disney. It had nothing to do with them. It was a studio they bought and ended up getting that property for. And James Cameron basically made that movie and made the $2 billion. If you're looking at what Disney's brought out, their Disney Plus shows, big headline shows, are not even breaking into the top 10 on streaming. Not even breaking the top 10 on streaming. I don't understand what they're thinking, what they've been doing, but everything they've been doing seems to be wrong. Seems to be absolutely wrong. And now their latest movie coming out, after bomb this season, by the way. Oh, and in their earnings call, they said, hey, 4 of the top movies this year were Disney properties. Normally there's about 8, folks. Normally there's 8 movies in the top 10. This year there's only 4. And guess what? 3 of those 4 lost money. They absolutely lost money because of the budgets and expenditures they did for that film. The only one that really made money was Avatar. And so they're bragging about being in the top, but they didn't brag about making money on those movies because they didn't. Their toys are flopping because who's rushing out to buy a Ms. Marvel doll or a new mermaid doll? Who's rushing out to buy these products right now? Nobody. Nobody's rushing out to buy these toys to collect and everything like they were the classic characters in the movies. I don't understand how stupid they can be, that they are dumping all this money into Disney Plus, losing billions and billions and billions of dollars every year. Their movies are failing, their parks are going low, and instead of investing in the parks that make them money, make them the 80% of their budget for the parks, instead they're investing in all the other parks. It doesn't make any sense. Can somebody please explain it to me, how they can basically ignore their biggest market, probably to their detriment, as Universal's Epic Studio gets set to launch. Watch the advertisements start coming in 2024 for that, and watch the interest grow for Mario Land and stuff like that, and watch the attendance in 2025 of Disney drop through the floor.